doesn't have anything listed for storm version. So that's why I'm confused on why you're
Okay. Because he's holding an umbrella for nothing then. I see.
Check out my severe weather alert. It wasn't serious stuff. We need more by...
It is daylight.
Yeah, but he's holding an umbrella for nothing. And it's not even inclement weather.
But that's not the hub. That's production of directing your shoot. That's not necessarily.
What do you mean?
The hub shouldn't put the umbrella there.
Yeah, I know, but he's holding an umbrella for nothing. That was the whole point, was that it was going to be stormy.
So on your request.
Yes.
So play it again. So on your email, you mentioned something about daylight. It's daylight.
Yes.
But it is daylight.
Yes, it should be daylight. Yes, but I also said it should be a storm.
It should be a storm. So adding lightning is what you want.
No, I guess overcast and the lightning would be fine.
I think adding overcast might be difficult with the skyline, because see how they have the blue there?
They did a good job with darkening the other ones.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
No, that's not a difference. The
day and
skyline
night.
wasn't taken at nighttime, was it?
What was that?
Was the skyline taken at night?
Yeah. No, that's daytime.
What I'm saying...
Daytime skyline.
What I'm saying is it doesn't take much effort to change.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking about your email that you sent. It's confusing because on your list there, he has INTAG, he has Neighborhood 1 and Neighborhood 2. Nowhere on his email does it say requesting a lightning. And it does look a little overcast to me.
It says it in RFS.
What does it say?
It says we need a storm version with
it looks
daylight
stormy.
morning.
It looks stormy to me.
It doesn't look stormy. It's the same one as the other one.
It's daylight. That's the difference. It's daylight.
That is.
The clouds are moving fast.
That's not. Those aren't storm clouds, though.
I think you need to be more clear.
Why is it daylight and this is dark?
Because it's the gradient of the coloring. It's not necessarily.
It's nothing gradient. Okay.
I think you need to maybe show an example of what you want, and so that they can better execute. Because I don't know that I understand what you're requesting. So that's why I just came over here to ask, so I could just help you request what you want.
Yeah, I can't be more clear than this. It has to be a storm version of the daylight.
So you want lightning in there?
It doesn't have to be lightning. It could be just overcast storm clouds. You could whatever they used for the last one for the night version.
What would you consider an overcast storm cloud?
Well, let's find another RFS one.
I'm just trying to help here. And again, like I said before writing a note, we need to collectively collect our thoughts between me and Kathy and you before we respond to him.
I was trying to correct one of their errors.
Well,
because they weren't reading the RFS.
Let me finish. That's why in the response that you replied to him, before that I replied to him saying that I needed to check with Kathy. I do not want to send them down a direction if it's okay. So that's just more work for them. So again, I will just say, as I've said before, we need to just, and this is like we do on every project. I do this with Cashew.
Okay.
So what is it you want from that and the other one?
You see what they have here going on, all these particles?
That's the lightning.
No, they got cloud particles, they got a lot of stuff going on here.
Okay, then that's what you need to be specific in requesting and saying that you want.
I requested it. Did I not tell you? I just requested it.
You said you want clouds going through the background like the one in the nighttime shot.
Yeah, so the storm version with daylight.
I'm going to repeat again. Did you specifically ask for the same storm clouds that are in
yes, RFS.
Okay, let's open up RFS. help them understand what you're requesting. Okay, that's not what I just said. What I just asked you is, did you request the same cloud coverage in the nighttime version in the AM version? That's what I just asked you. And you know what? It kind of looks stormy.
It doesn't look stormy.
With the,
I don't know how you can get white clouds to be stormy.
Let me finish. If you add lightning, that will have a more effect on the storm. Right, random lightning. Okay, then you can refer to your RFS and say, I would like in my RFS.
So, as I said before, I had it in RFS. They made a mistake. I was sending it to correct our mistake so Kathy wouldn't have problems with it.
Philip, as I just said, and I do this with all my projects too, before I answer back to them, so that we collectively collect our thoughts before giving them a direction, we need to figure out what page we're all on so we can answer in one email. That's why I sent the email to him that I wanted to hear.
No, you're giving, you were giving critique information. That's what the thing. This was the wrong version that they sent.
No.
This is the wrong version that they sent. No, you're not hearing me.
I hear you. I hear that you have requested something specific in the RFS. Great. I think that's wonderful.
Yes, because it's not the version to present to Kathy to judge on and then send it back to the computers. Okay.
I looked at it and I just wanted her opinion on it before we send them down a road. Okay. That's what I do on all my projects. You know, and that's so we can better serve the hub, and they can just when they get into the project, they just do it once, rather than getting into the project, changing it, and doing it multiple times. This is the most efficient way that I've experienced to be. So that's why I sent that email to Kathy asking her to look at it.
Okay.
And this is what I've said over and over again, that the best way for us to get the most out of them is for us to send one collective email on changes.
And what does Kathy say to me? She wants the complete version before we send it to her.
That's fine.
So I made sure to correct that mistake.
No. It's fine. But all I'm just saying is that, you know, all you need to do is send it out to Kathy. This is minus the lightning or whatever that was in my RFS.
Well, I was correcting the issue here.
No, this is you're doing something they asked you not to do.
No, I'm doing something that Kathy told me to do.
Which is what?
To not send her the
you did not
version.
send it to her. I did.
Okay, well, either way, I still have to correct it.
Right. That's fine.
And the sooner we correct it, the faster they can get to it.
I'm just saying that you did something that I repeatedly have asked you not to do.
Okay, you're saying that RFS, it's directions to RFS that they didn't follow.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I am not, that's not anything what I'm saying.
Okay, I have to correct that error.
I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear. I've asked you a number of times not to respond to the hub until we have a collective thought.
And he asked me contrary to what Kathy's been asking me.
No. Kathy asked you not to send her spots. I'm the one who sent her that spot because I wanted her opinion, not you. There's a difference there. All I'm asking, because I do not want to confuse the hub, I just want to send a collective thought. I understand you put it in RFS. That's great. That's wonderful. I really think that's a good job on your part. But I think that to better handle that situation, it would have been best to say, maybe respond just directly to Kathy, say, you know what, they did this, but they forgot to do this. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. So she can add something to her list too if she has some changes.
And she will respond that you got to send the stuff that's been finalized from them before you send it to me.
I sent it to her, not you.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It's the same thing.
No,
she's going to say the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay.
If it's in RFS, that's fine. That's great. State that it was in RFS. You know, print it out. You know, I think that's great. I think you did a great job in saying what? It's random lightning in the background. You did mention clouds, but that's okay. The lightning says storm. I think that would be a great addition to that. I think you did right by adding that in our RFS. And you're right. They did not add the lightning, which we will correct. What I'm saying is, I wanted a collective thought before addressing it with a hub, so that they don't get into this project multiple times. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, and
It's
how long?
the same thing.
How long is it going to take for you guys to do that?
It's already in action. All right.
Okay. So.
So that's it. That's all I'm saying. I want a collective thought before we address the hub. I do this on every project.
Okay.